what would happen with my children? To which the officer replied, "We'll take your children." And I was traveling from Cairo, where my children reside, and I was stopped under Schedule 7.
You're singling me out. No one else got stopped. The whole plane went through.
Yeah.
I was shouting in the airport, "Why are you doing this? Have you no humanity?" And to me, it proves that they don't have no humanity.
And because I'm a black Muslim.
I singled you out.
Because I'm Muslim.
Yeah. Because we have a problem
You did
with
say
terrorism.
yes now. Yeah?
Make them feel uneasy about questioning. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My name is Muzaffar Abdullah. I'm 37 years of age. I'm from South London. I'm a father of 6 children. And I was traveling from Cairo, where my children reside, from Cairo to London, on which I was stopped, and I was stopped under Schedule 7. This stop led me to be arrested and detained for over 22 hours. Later, I was charged with obstructing an officer in his duty ×2. This led to a trial which was held at Westminster Magistrates Court, which later I was found guilty of obstructing an officer, given a £520 fine. I've been stopped a number of times because I travel from Egypt to London constantly through the year. Anytime I've stayed in Egypt over 2 to 3 weeks, I get stopped when I arrive in the airport. The type of questions I've been asked are: where do I pray? What is the purpose of my travel? The amount of times I've been stopped is in excess of 10 times that I can count. Yeah, definitely over 10 times. These stops can last between 1 hour up to 3-4 hours. The thing that was different about this stop is that it's the first time that I have travelled with my children from Egypt to London. Previous occasions, I've always travelled alone, and I've always protested the necessity to speak to the officers in the office. And unfortunately, this stop, it lacked any form of plan, in my opinion, from the officers in question, because I asked them what would happen with my children, to which the officer replied, "We'll take your children." I took this as a threat, and I was shortly bundled away by the officers. So there was very little conversation, where previously there would be a whole scene as to, "I'm not stopping, I'm not happy with the stop, why are you doing this?" These are the questions that I will be asking the officers, and that previously they would always deal with those questions. On this occasion, they never dealt with any question whatsoever. What was going through my mind at that stage was, really, I could see the officer which stopped me just last year, so I automatically felt that he was after me. That's all that was going through my mind, that he just wanted to prove his point, to get some sort of questioning or something. My feelings at the time when I was being separated from my children were mixed feelings. I had a lot of adrenaline going through my my system, and also I'm literally powerless. My children are there, they can see my children there, but they just didn't care. You know, I was shouting in the airport, "Why are you doing this? Have you no humanity?" And to me, it proves that they don't have no humanity. And that is the reality of this Schedule 7. The age of my children was ranging from 12 to 3. My daughter was 12, my 6-year-old boy, and my 3-year-old boy, so they was pretty young. But my daughter was shooken up by it, definitely. She's never seen her dad being dealt with in such a way, her hero. During my detention, I was not made aware if my children were questioned or what was the situation that happened with them. The thing that drove me to make the decision of being arrested was that because of the amount of stops I've had previously, I tell them why I'm traveling. To no avail, nothing has changed. I've even recorded them on video.
You're singling me out. No one else got stopped. The whole plane went through.
Yeah, we are singling you.
And because I'm a black Muslim.
I singled you out.
Because I'm Muslim.
Yeah. Because we have a problem
You did
with
say yes
terrorism.
now, yeah?
Yeah, no, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Right.
I fully agree.
Because nothing's changed, I felt that under the Schedule 7, you're not allowed to remain silent. So if I am arrested, then I retain the right to remain silent. So I wanted to go to court to find out why exactly I've been stopped so many times. The court experience was a bit of a farce. It was a bit of an up and down situation. At one stage I thought, okay, the judge may see that, he was traveling with his 12-year-old daughter. I thought that maybe there would be some sort of, leniency. But it later transpired that there was no leniency whatsoever, really. After speaking with other people's cases, there's not much difference between what happened. I got fined similar amount to previous people who've been stopped, so there was no real expectation. As I said, it was an up and down situation. The thing that stands out is that officers' main argument was that I was aggressive, that I approached the desk aggressively. I question as to how I can approach it aggressively, and for the judge to accept that I was aggressive without stating what was aggressive about my actions. Approaching the desk, how was I aggressive? In my own words, how I describe Schedule 7 is that coming from the background I've come from and being raised in the area that I've been raised in, it's just the same law which they used to use in the area that I've come from. They used to have a law called the sus law, and it's exactly the same. The police are given powers to do as they like, and the courts, the laws, the politicians will support them in whatever they do. That's my feelings towards the Schedule 7. In my own opinion, without a shadow of a doubt, Schedule 7 strips any individual of any rights. He has no right to remain silent, and he has to comply with what the officers ask him. And there is no parameter, there's nothing to say what is the limit of what they could ask you to do. You just have to comply. They are particularly targeting Muslims who have travelled who are just travelling. They're particularly targeting Muslims who are travelling, and I highlighted this during the trial. The way I feel about my citizenship in the UK is that it is under threat, and it's as if it's a gift, and I'm only given that as that gift can be taken away at any time. My advice to the Muslims at whole is that you are not a criminal for your deen. You're not to be held guilty because you worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have a right to travel. This is something that Allah has given you, to travel and see the land. You don't feel like a victim and feel that I'm not going to travel to this place, or I'm not going to travel to this place because I'm a Muslim, because my name's Ahmed or my name is Muhammad. No. Travel. Feel free to travel. If you get stopped, make sure you question the officers as to the reason why they are stopping you. Make them feel uneasy about questioning you. Don't make them feel that it's the normal thing. Just, oh, well, you're a Muslim, you must behave yourself and adhere to our rules. No, if you're a British citizen or even a citizen of your own country, don't feel that you are threatened to travel. Your traveling rights are there. You need to make Hajj, you need to make Umrah. You're not to feel guilty for doing such things. So this would be my advice to the Muslims. The Muslims really need to understand their rights and not cower away. We should be proud that we're Muslim. We should stand up for our Islam and our beliefs, and we mustn't be shy about these things. You know, we're here in the UK or wherever we're from, and we must be proud of our religion. We mustn't be made to feel bad about that at all. Don't be shy about your religion.